Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, Chitra, you can start whenever you're ready.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Today we will do the questions for the whole of Canto 2. First chapter. Who does not inquire into the problems of life and not too attached to material bodies?
Mm-hmm.
Those devoid of Atma Tattva.
Atma Tattva is self-realization.
Well, what is the consciousness of the omnipresent Lord called?
Omnipresent. So that's the Paramatma, right? Present everywhere. It's a strict question, this one. No, it's the other one. It's not what you might be thinking it is. Mahatattva, yeah. Because it's present everywhere in this universe, omnipresent.
Chapter 2. How did Brahma regain his lost consciousness? By meditating on the Virat Roop. What is the level of the Garbhodakshai Vishnu called?
Another trick question, this one. It's a really tough question, this one. Did anybody get that one? All we hear is silence, deafening silence. Tough question, that one. I would have thought it was the Garbhodak, but
Chapter 3. Who should one who desires domination over a kingdom worship?
Another trick question. Yeah.
Manu.
Who got that one right? Another quite a tough question, that one. A lot of people would have thought it's Indra. But Manu.
I did.
Sorry?
I did.
Yeah. No, a lot of people would have. I did as well. But then I realized Manu's in
I
charge.
put Indra as an option on purpose.
Sorry?
I put Indra as an option on purpose because I knew a lot of people were going to think that was the answer.
You're really sneaky, you are. In a nice way.
Why are those who do not listen to the holy name compared to snakes?
one again. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Jayanti got it. A lot of people might think it's A, heartless.
Because snakes are deaf. Chapter 4. What did King Parikshit ask Sukadeva Goswami about?
This is in chapter 4 of the second canto, huh? Not the end of the first canto. What is it? Hmm? Mhm. Why would he ask that? Yes.
The creation of the universe. Whose conversation did Sukadeva Goswami refer to? The discussion between Narad Muni and Brahma. Chapter 5. What did Narad Muni ask Brahma about?
What did he ask Brahma? Oh, yeah. Good one. I got that one. No. No. Okay.
Transcendental knowledge. How many creative elements are developed from the Lord?
Trick question again. Creative elements. It's a trick question, by the way. We know the number 23, but it's not 23. Creative elements. They're like, yeah. Plus 5 sense objects. Tough question, that one. Really tough. I think everybody would have said 23, which I did as well. Now, why is it 16? What are those creative elements? Let's have a look. Page 5. Text 5. Do you know Chitra?
I'm not sure, Prabhu.
Let's just have a quick look. Just to be clear, because five. Because those must be the 5 knowledge acquiring senses, the 5 working senses, and the 5 gross senses, plus something. And I haven't got it here. It's not in the notes, right? It's in the verses. Is that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Field finished. Chapter 2. Okay. The 5 elementary ingredients of creation. Can't find that one. Do you remember where you found that?
It starts from the 25th verse.
Oh, okay. The first of the 5.
And then it describes word by word in the following verses.
So you worked that out from this, from the translations.
Yes.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
I think according to this verse, to this chapter, that she found it 16. Otherwise, it's more than 25, right?
Yeah. Normally it's something like 25, including if you include the pradhan and all that.
Yes, yes. Maybe according to this verse, it is that much.
Yeah. This must include the, yes, it's got the working senses. It's got the sense, like ear, skin, nose, touch. It's the sense objects.
So it's got the 5 great elements, which is earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And then the 5 knowledge acquiring senses, and which are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, and 5 working senses, voice, legs, hands, anus, and genitals. And above all these, we include the mind, which make 11, and 5 objective senses, smell, taste, form, touch, sound.
And
And
Mataji,
yeah,
that come up to 20, won't it?
yes, but then I think according to this verse, I've got 16. Maybe she's right.
Yeah. This one is a little confusing, I must admit.
Yes, yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. Thank you for that. A nice trick question. Okay.
Chapter 6. Whose opulences does Brahma describe?
Either A or B. I think it's B. B. This is too much. No, it's Vishnu.
Vishvarup. To what can we compare the Vishvarup?
It's going to be the brightest thing.
To the sun.
Yeah. Text 17. And that would be good actually in the future. You could just put a reference exactly where that's coming from. That'd be useful. That'd be useful for us because your questions are good, they're challenging, and then it sort of also reinforces our knowledge. And then we can look up the reference as well. So that'd be useful.
Yes.
So Prabhuji, isn't Vishwarup and Virat Rup the same?
Slightly different. There's a little difference between them. One is personal and the other is general. So for example, the Virat Rup that Arjun said was personal to him. Not everybody could see it. But there's the Vishwarup is general. Something like that. That is for everybody to be able to observe. But the Virat Rup, I think, is very limited. It's personal. It becomes Krishna limits that to the people he wants to see. But it's more or less the same thing, but it's just it was more or less the same thing, but it's just different people have access to the Virat Roop compared to the Vishwaroop.
Okay, thank you.
Chapter 7. Who was the first demigod?
This is not a trick question.
Brahma. Why did the Lord incarnate as Buddha?
Yeah, I see my notes to give more.
To give good moral instructions. Chapter 8. What is the Bhagavatam described as by King Parikshit?
Yeah. Yeah.
The sound incarnation of the Lord. How did King Parikshit not feel distress from fasting? By drinking the nectar of Krishna Katha. Chapter 9. What is the first sinful will of the living entity? To become the Lord.
These are excellent questions, Chitra.
Thank you, Prabhu. What is the Lord compared to for his determination?
I can get this one.
A spider.
Yeah, text 28, it says, please tell me philosophically all about them. You play like a spider that covers itself by its own energy. Very interesting analogy, actually. Like the spider covers himself with his own web when he's making it. So the Lord does the same. He covers himself so we can't recognize him.
Chapter 10. How many topics are mainly discussed in the Bhagavatam? There are 10 main topics. How is Mahavishnu called in the Garbhodaka ocean?
No. Oh, yeah, it's book two, isn't it? Yeah. What's this?
Narayan.
Well done.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Whew. So, how did devotees do? Did anybody get any right? Let's start at that point. Or should we do the other way? Did anybody get everything right?
No.
Yeah, I have to confess, no did I? But it was very challenging.
In the corner.
Sorry?
I'm already in the corner.
I think we all are.
I didn't get any right.
Sorry?
I didn't get any right.
No. Don't believe that.
So, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I have a question. Can I ask now?
Yes, of course.
In chapter 10, and it's verse 6,
Yeah.
right? So it's the translation says, long penance and transcendental knowledge of self-realization had matured Brahma in practical knowledge, and thus he drank the wind completely along with the water. So did Lord Brahma drink the water and the wind?
Yeah, he did. This is something. Just tell me where it is. It's 10. It's Canto 2, yeah? Or Canto,
Yes.
Canto 2?
No, Canto 3. Canto
3, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I remember reading that and thinking, yeah, because he acquired a lot of maturity after the meditation, after he began the creation. And there was, well, he was just thinking about starting the creation, but there was a lot of wind, a lot of water flying around. And
Okay.
yeah, he drank it. He drank it. It was very powerful.
Okay. And also in chapter 3, it is talk about Sonaka Rishi.
Shonaka?
He said, yes, chapter text free. He says, but Sutta Goswami was speaking to the sages of Naimisharanya, headed by Sonaka Rishi, a descendant of Sukadeva Goswami. So he is a descendant of Sukadeva Goswami. Remember, we were doing and we didn't know much about
yeah. That's interesting. Which canto is that and chapter?
This is still in Canto 3, chapter 10. Is it 10? Yes, chapter 10, text 3.
No, that says, Sutta Goswami said, "Oh, son of Bhrigu, the great sage Maitreya Muni, thus hearing."
No,
maybe Canto 2. Maybe Canto.
no, it's Canto 3, chapter 10, text 3.
No.
And he says,
I've got a different translation here. This is from.
Okay, in the purport it says.
Purport. Let's have a look at the purport.
In the purport it says that.
Okay. Descendant of Sukha Goswami. But Sukha Goswami didn't have any children, right?
Sukadeva Goswami. It's a descendant of Sukadeva Goswami. Yeah, that's why I was asking. He never got married. He didn't have any children. So how come he's descendant? Maybe from his father or something. But he should have said like Vyasdev, not Sukadeva Goswami.
Yeah, that one's a little confusing. Yeah, not sure about that one.
Find it, Prabhuji?
Yeah. It's in the purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I wanted to
Yeah, no, thank you.
about.
It's really good. We're going through this thoroughly, Mataji. So very, very good. Thank you very much.
Not thoroughly, Prabhuji. I read whenever I have time.
Yeah, but you're picking it up nicely. You know, you're picking up these little points, which are very useful to get to the bottom of. Yeah, interesting question. We'll have a look for that. See if we can find anything. Okay. Anybody else? Now, let me just see. There's a comment here. Gita to everybody. You got a 0. Okay, now I think maybe there were some questions which were not too difficult, but they were very, very challenging questions in there, no doubt about it. So maybe we can make it a little bit easier, so that people don't lose confidence. So if that's okay. Any comments? Anybody like to share any comments? What?
No, Prabhuji, her questions are very good. It pushes people to go further and read and do more search.
Yeah.
Her question is, they are good. They're very good.
Yeah, no, definitely, because it makes you think, and it makes you analyze what you're thinking, especially when you see the answer and it's different from what you were thinking. But I think a few should be straightforward, so that at least Geeta and yourself can get 1 mark. Only joking. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Geeta.
Yeah, sorry, I think I'll be standing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I'll be standing in the corner now, quite embarrassed.
So
Yeah,
all
no,
the
but the questions were quite good, but again, challenging. But it's good though sometimes to sort of like get you thinking.
Yes, it does. It does. For
Yeah.
sure. That's right. No, that's right. Aruna, how did you find it? Yes,
Yeah, it was challenging, but
Yeah.
I think I probably got 1 or 2 right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard.
Very hard. I have to read it again.
Yeah. I remember I went to one accounting exam years and years ago, and the examiners made a mistake in the question, and it threw everybody out. Not just one question, the few questions. They didn't get the question right, how they were asking. It was just illogical.
Mm.
And everybody answered it. Everybody passed. Or not everybody passed, but a lot of people passed.
Mm.
Sometimes we just have to answer it and then see where we go.
A lot of thinking to do when we had to answer it, and I didn't have enough time.
Right. So a little bit more time, huh? Whilst in between questions. And maybe next time Chitra can actually read the answer, the options. That'll give us a little bit more time as well.
Yeah, and then put the answers up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, Prabhu.
That's very good. Thank you.
But it's a fabulous effort. Huh? I'd really like to thank you. It's not easy to find questions. It's not easy to ask questions. So.
And hats off to her for doing that. It's amazing. It's time to do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Navi, it's good questions there. There's nothing wrong with the question. It is difficult to find the options. You may think, okay, this is the right answer, but what can be similarly the opposite or the wrong answers, and it does take time to shift through and a lot of material, but it's good, and it challenges us a little bit. And if it's not, then at least, you become aware of it. So yeah, it's good, Yeah, we should tax our brain cells. Yeah.
So in the Lekha Mataji, the Vishwaroop, Vishwaroop is the Lord's form, which is unlimited. Arjun was shown that by Krishna, and not everybody else could see that.
Okay.
And the Virat Roop is a little bit more limited. That was in the Kuru
Assembly, yeah. Where Duryodhana wanted to.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Bhishma could see it, Drona could, but of course, even that Duryodhana couldn't. He wasn't
see.
able to see that even. because he was such a crazy fellow, you know. So Vishwarup is more the the complete, unlimited, eternal. Not eternal. It's only doing the material creation. That's
So what did Mother Yashoda saw in Krishna's mouth? That's the whole creation, right?
so that's the Vishwarup. That would be the Vishwarup.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because that would be the Vishwarup, full manifestation of material creation. Good question, Maji. Very good question. Okay, if there's no more comments, we can pray to Lord Nrsingadev for helping us in the next test. But very good, very good, very good. Okay, so let's find it. Oh yeah. Okay, good. So Karuna, would you like to recite?
Hare Krishna.